A very good evening and welcome to Uganda Catholic Television. It is the 2nd of October 2025. My name is Joseph Kabaale and it's a pleasure bringing you the top stories of the day. Now, starting right from a local scene, the government has given a 7-day ultimatum to arts teachers participating in a strike organized by the Uganda National Teachers Union, UNATU, since September 15th, demanding salary increments to match those of science teachers to report back to duty or face disciplinary action. Addressing the press at the Uganda Media Centre, the Public Service Minister Muruli Mukasa urged teachers to return to class immediately, warning that those who defy the directive will be considered to have abandoned duty.
The teachers also wished that maybe 4 of their biological children are given tuition, free tuition in government schools. The Minister of Education and Finance are exploring that option. What does this all amount to? It amounts to the fact that government is concerned, government is committed, government is empathetic towards the teachers and their plight. So, given that situation and the long history of a cordial relationship, it is a breach of trust for teachers to lay down their tools, particularly now when promotion exams are about to be administered. It's just a direct kick in the teeth. Once again, I am appealing to the teachers to call off the industrial strike. And all those members of the union who are participating in industrial action to resume duty immediately. And let me add, 1 week, not beyond 1 week from today. Not beyond 1 week from today. And if you don't do so, you'll be regarded as having abandoned duty, and you'll be regarded as having resigned accordingly. So I'm calling all the managers of teachers, the chief administrative officers and the town clerks, the district city education officers, as well as the resident district commissioners, to check on compliance and ensure proper tracking of attendance to duty by all public officers, specifically the teachers, and inform us accordingly. And then, if this 1 week gap, this 1 week breathing space is not adhered to, action will be taken. Let me end with an appeal to the teachers. Once again, teachers, I'm appealing to you to go back to your classroom with immediate effect. Today, action is there. You'll be dismissed. You'll be dismissed. So I was saying, please come back within 1 week from today. And if you don't, you go. As simple as that.
Away from that, the civil society and private sector organizations under the umbrella body, the Uganda Water and Sanitation Network, UASNET, have renewed their advocacy for universal access to safer water, sanitation and hygiene services in Uganda during a 2-day annual WASH CSOs forum undergoing in Kampala. The forum has been officially opened by the State Minister for Environment, Beatrice Atim-Annual, who urged Ugandans to adopt a mindset shift and curb wasteful water resource use in the face of the escalating climate crisis.
Earlier today, hundreds of agencies, civil society organizations, and key stakeholders under USNET gathered at Protea Hotel in Kampala to assess collective progress, acknowledging the persistent challenges faced by millions of Ugandans still struggling to access safe water.
So today being the 15th Civil Society Forum, we are mainly focusing on, based on the current challenges that we are facing, where, as we all know, we still have more than 10,000 villages without access to safe water. What does that mean? What needs to be addressed? We still have more than 5,000 schools without access to clean water and sanitation. We still have close to 2,000 healthcare facilities without access to clean water and sanitation. Every year we meet to deliberate on how can we bridge that gap of the communities without access to clean water and sanitation.
State Minister for Environment, Honorable Beatrice Atim-Annual, underscored the urgent need for mindset shift, particularly among Ugandans, whom she criticizes of reckless and wasteful use of limited water resources in the face of worsening climate change.
Even the land use and ourselves, the population, like in Uganda, where water source and the banks of the rivers were protected, we have destroyed them. We have destroyed the forest, the trees under water which was kept, the ant hills, the wetlands, which are our granary and even filters of water for our community. We have exposed that, so water just flows. So the mindset needs to be worked toward. The population is increasing, the water sources is not increasing. But also the mindset of how we use our resources. People live in this world. This is a country of plenty, both food, rich and natural resources. So the mindset, people are not used to using things economically. So it is high time people need to be sensitized that we are now facing tough time. The population has increased, and therefore the available resources, we have destroyed the sources, dwindling the availability, and we used to use it economically. No more of going to the toilet and flush 2 jerrycans of water. Going to bathe and you turn around and turn around 1 hour, you are just bathing. Bathing what? You bathe in the morning, you bathe in the evening. We used to hear of the whites just rubbing themselves with towels. People used to think they are lazy. But that is economies around it. Go to the Arab world. You don't just have that plenty of water to use around and flush and pour in the compound and where. No. So these are tough times. I think it's high time we tell Ugandans.
In the same spirit, the head of the Austrian mission in Uganda, Her Excellency Dr. Kaja Yvonne, urged Uganda to leverage its youthful population to develop innovative solutions to address unsafe water challenges and adapt to climatic uncertainties.
Ladies and gentlemen, this meeting was really organized at a critical time. Uganda, like much of the world, is grappling with the impacts of climate change, rapid urbanization, and growing demand for services. At the same time, Uganda is rich with youthful energy and with entrepreneurial spirit. This is the moment to harness that energy, to place young innovators and women entrepreneurs at the center of WASH transformation. Their creativity and their determination are Uganda's greatest resource. We must strengthen coordination among civil society, government institutions, the private sector, and development partners. Fragmented efforts will not be able to deliver the universal access that we need, but shared action can.
Honorable George Didi Boka, the Member of Parliament for Bongi constituency, who also doubled as a representative for the Uganda Parliamentary Forum on WASH, reiterated the Parliament's commitment to supporting WASH initiatives. Boka also pledged to continue pushing for enabling legal and regulatory frameworks to grant access to clean and safe water for all Ugandans.
We commit to, first of all, see to it that we have an enabling legal, regulatory, and policy framework that will ensure every Ugandan has access to safe water, sanitation, and hygiene in a very innovative and creative way.
Running under the theme, WASH Innovation is for Sustainable Development, the ongoing forum also features a comprehensive exhibition of cutting-edge WASH technologies and innovations. The exhibition highlights practical solutions applicable to rural, urban, institutional, and emergency contexts, with participation from academic institutions, NGOs, private companies, and individual innovators who are pioneering new approaches to Uganda's WASH challenges.
Thank you very much. Please give us your best smiles, guys.
The Kampala City Festival has been postponed from October 5th to October 12th due to security concerns. According to the Executive Director of the Kampala Capital City Authority, Sharifa Buzeki, the decision was made to prioritize the safety of residents and visitors, noting that while the festival was initially planned as a pre-activity to mark Uganda's 63rd Independence Day celebrations, it will now take place at Kololo Ceremonial Grounds on October 12th. Meanwhile, the police spokesperson, Chituma Rusoke, urged the public to remain vigilant, avoid suspicious activities, and prepare for a thorough security check at the venue during the celebrations.
I would like to inform the general public, our sponsors and exhibitors, and city residents, and those who are coming from beyond Kampala and beyond Uganda, that we have been guided that to provide adequate preparation for the independence celebrations, the Kampala City Festival has been shifted from 5th October to 12th October. This will be only 3 days after the independence celebrations. Kampala has been chosen to host the independence celebrations on 9th October 2025. We urge you to come and we celebrate our nation, our independence on the 9th, and then return on the 12th October to celebrate the Kampala City Festival. So the independence will be on Thursday, 9th, you rest. Friday, you rest. Saturday, then come on Sunday, 12th.
We sat at interagency level and we made threat assessments, we made estimates, and we hereby give you guidance on the following. Or what I would say that we urge the population to come in numbers, but adhere to the following. 1, use of designated entry and exit points to avoid entering through unauthorized approaches and entrances. We usually encourage that a venue ordinarily is going to be cordoned for security reasons. Now, we do not usually see any reason why you should use panyas or try to attempt to enter the entire festive circumference through undesignated points, because it compromises security and it puts you into a collusion with the officers we deploy around the perimeters. So that one usually we give it whenever we are organizing security for activities that have access control. Just the other point to take note of is that there will be access control measures. The ED has invited everybody, but when you are coming, know that we shall subject you to a security check. What does this usually mean? What are you carrying with you?
The Forum for Democratic Change presidential flag bearer Nathan Nandalamafabi has spent that day canvassing for support in Uganda district, where he pledged to improve infrastructure and service delivery if elected next year's elections. Addressing supporters at Bukungu landing site on the shores of Lake Choga, Mafabi promised to construct major roads in the district and safeguard the livelihoods of fishing communities in Buyende and across the whole country.
Wane Bukungu abavubi bawo nebasinga okubonyabonyezebwa amagye ku nnyanja. So Honorable Nandalamafabi okuba nti ye muntu wa wansi mufubi mulimi muna business atafa ku muntu wa wansigala ngawe mwalaba nti mulale yaffe yasooka bagikolera nakawa eri mu ghetto kati wabanze wanze mu disitulikiti z'Busoga asazeho okutuukira ddala eri wansi awabeera omuntu atera okutulugunyizibwa eggwanga nga gavumenti eno erikumu nti ezira okuba ewaimwe mu Uganda ng'oli kubonaabona. Ezirazaala omwana amaze okuzaala omwana we n'amuwa amabaala okulya amuwa ki emmere. Tutambulire okuva e Kamuli ng'oluguudo lutuliko lubi lwenfunfu era nenda kukobera n'emmotoka yaffe endala efirire ku njireko ndikakukobera nti yembaire ekyamemu ekirungizo yembaire ekyamemu ekyo kikulaga nti omuntu ayidde nti bukungu buliwo wane bukungu abantu baliyo ayidde abantu bali kubonabona oneyo ebuyende yenda ndala amafabi yenka nenda kubakobera nti oluguudo luno okuva e Kamuli okutuuka wano ku maadi gaife bwe bunamba obululu bwaimwe nenfuuka pulezidenti waimwe luli mu manifesto yange luno lwe tunatandikirako okutaako kolasi abantu befe babe bulungi. Bino tibyakusaaga sente diriwo okutwalako abayiba sente gaife bangi mu gavumenti ya Mwami Museveni. Muliwo eripooti eyafuluma ya Auditor General ya World Bank ng'ekobeta buli mwaka mu Uganda sente tebayiba diba tiriyoni 10. Nenda kubakobera nti nina amagezi aganaatoola abaana Uganda mu buwavu. Empaire gavumenti eninda amagezi naye yaife ng'erimu kyokukola kitoola abantu mu buwavu. Yaife teyenda okukkiriza yendakkiriza amagezi gange nga Tanzania, India, Uganda n'edindi abantu baibwe bava mu buki mu buwavu. Kyoba olukukoba owulira Tanzania yaba mu low income country kati eri mu middle income country.
Bethany Land Institute has marked the Laudato Si prayer month with celebrations that included the launch of several Laudato Si clubs to promote Pope Francis' encyclical on the preservation and protection of nature. The event has been held at St. Kizito Primary School in Natole under the theme Peace with Creation, where Busika Town Council Community Development Officer Ismail Nyaz commended the Institute's environmental effort and pledged the government's support.
Laudato Si is the name of Pope Francis' encyclical on caring for our common home, planet Earth. The latter is addressed to everyone living on this planet and calls for global dialogue about how we are shaping the future of our planet.
Basically, Laudato Si, that was a letter Pope Francis wrote the world in the year 2015. Pope Francis was inviting each one of us to do something to protect the environment, to protect, to love our Mother Earth, to protect the poor. So in this letter, Pope Francis speaks about the different ways of how to live in harmony with each other.
Bethany Land Institute has always put this in action through different ways, like teaching students how to protect and conserve the environment through planting of trees.
We are working with schools to propagate this message because from the schools we know when these students go back, to their communities, they can they can speak about the message of the environment and creation care. So today, in another way, apart from marking the Laudato Si prayer month celebrations, we are also officially launching Laudato Si clubs. Laudato Si clubs. Today we are going to launch Laudato Si clubs in schools. We want schools, especially Catholic founded schools, to have what we call Laudato Si clubs.
A prayer month celebration was organized by Bethany Land Institute at St. Chisto Primary School, Natole, under the theme Peace with Creation.
The Laudato Si prayer month ends on 4th October with the day of St. Francis. But given our different institutions we are working with, we decided to celebrate it today to mark the Laudato Si prayer month. The Laudato Si prayer month, we have had a lot of activities that have been done in our communities in working together with our partners to mark this date. A number of activities, for example, waste management has been done in different places within the rural district. Planting of trees has been done. We have had sessions to educate the people on how to protect the environment and how to live with each other in the environment.
The event started with a holy mass which was animated by Reverend Father Joseph Nsereko. Father Nsereko cried out to everyone to use their talents and resources to advocate for our common home, the earth which God gave us beautifully.
Abali balwe tunategeera ekyo Mukama kyayagala. Ne tutegeera obulungi bwa nature. Our brother, our sister, nature. Nga tutuusa abazibu bana bwe bagenda kujja kugamba tukukwata ku kanzu bakulugayo. Munnange gw'osobodde otya okulaba nga akatundu k'ensi eno okataasizza ne kabeera kalungi, ne kabeera nga kakyavaamu empewo nnungi, ne kabeera nga kakyalina ebbugumu eri ekipimo, n'obeera ng'okyalina emiti, n'obeera ng'okyalina ebiwuka, n'obeera ng'okyalina ebisolo.
According to the program's coordinator Flavia Alimo, climate does not change in one day, but it takes a lot of years and calls for proper waste management.
Climate change did not happen in one day. It took a lot of years. So that means if we need change, we should also start small. These little bits of wood, if everyone is doing their part, then we can protect our environment. And some of the things we can do is we can start with our homes. How about we start with proper waste management? Make sure you're separating biodegradable waste from non-biodegradable waste. Make sure you have a tree in your home. You can cut a tree, but it's also very important to replace. Let us resist from using single-use plastics, and then we can do much.
Ismail Nyanzi, the Community Development Officer of Busika Town Council, appreciated the Bethany Land Institute for their great role in environmental protection and pledged support from the government.
Fenga government bwe tufuna development partner tumwaniza n'omutima gumu. So lero lwetegedde okubula nafuna ebbaluwa eno timbaddemu ne projects ezimu nga zirina amasomero gano agewaffe naddala St. Chisto Natyole. Editita wano amanyi nze ku byenkulaakulana sisigala mabega. Era bwe tubulya development partner ye najja tumwaniza n'omutima gumu olw'ensonga nti nga gavumenti twetaaga abatukwatirako okutumbula embeera z'abantu baffe. Projekiti eno nga bw'eri nti etwaliramu n'abaana bano twagala okujjaniriza. Naddala mpulidde sipiiki ezisinga zitambulira mu bya butonde. Ffe nga Town Council buli mwaka gwa Jansi tubaamu ne campaign ez'okusimba emiti. Era bwe mba seerabidde nalinako project gye twakola n'aba UPDF. Esomero lino nali recommending okubaawayo ku miti egy'okusimba. Oba baagisimba ekiti tajja kumbuulira.
I'm going to talk the ways of protecting the environment. Number one,
to avoid overcultivation, overgrazing, and bush burning. Thank you.
Frank Ambiro, UCTV News.
We thank you so much for watching Uganda Catholic Television. UCTV News now brings you Today in History. That marks the end of our newscast night. My name is Joseph Kabaale, wishing you the very best of the new month.